Welcome to Wrestling Talk. This is Comedy King Carl. Today we're going to be talking about match types in WWE and three new ones that I came up with. Okay, the first one, to no one's surprise, this might surprise some of you, but the reason why I made the three is because this will be a lot shorter, and people seem to enjoy my shorter stuff. Okay, so, the first match type is... Now, this will have some explaining to do. The first one is a pool match. It will have a catchier name like Pool of Sorrows match. The whole goal of it is, okay, this will be good for the people sitting at the very top of the arena, because there will be this huge platform with the ring and this pool of water right below it. This will be the ring, and this will be where the pool is. There's three ways to win: pinfall, submission, or throwing your opponent into the pool of water. There's no disqualifications whatsoever, and there's going to be weapons all around the platforms and stuff to use on your opponent to hopefully get them in the water. The reason why I think this would be an interesting thing is because AEW did something similar, but this match type will be more about the extreme, and Chris Jericho can't say, "Ooh, a little bit of the bubbly." That hurt my throat really bad. I just want Chris Jericho to go in that match so he can say, "Ooh, a little bit of the..." Okay, I have to stop because people... I'm not in my house. I'm in the car in the parking lot, so I have to... It's just... Okay. The second match type, hear me out. It's going to be a steel cage with a platform right above it with another steel cage match. The goal is to escape both steel cages. It's going to be called the double steel cage match. So you have to climb to the second one, then climb that and climb all the way down to win the match. So it's not going to be like... So it's going to be like, there's going to be a platform on top of the steel cage so you can't escape. And then you have to climb up to the other one, and then you have to escape that cage too. So it's not like you win anything. The next match I want to talk about, and I came up with myself a completely original idea. It's a steel cage match, but here's the idea. You have plexiglass or some form of like shielder. You wrestle without any ropes. The goal is, there's stairs, and there's three cages with plexiglass surrounding them. And then there's a little opening that you have to get through on the third cage. The goal of this, and water keeps filling up the rings one by one. The whole goal is to get your opponent in the water and escape. So if your opponent, there's no pinfall, no submission, the only way to win is escape. The water will come up to your neck. It won't go all the way to the very top because that would obviously kill someone. So it would only go like up to here, and then you have to lock your opponent in the cage. In the top of the cage, if the water touches you whatsoever, On the third cage, you're out. The whole goal is to lock your opponent in it. Because so basically, if you're caught in there, if it's a tie and you both get out at the same time, the goal will be to throw your opponent into that small little hole to get the win via water by throwing your opponent in there and locking him in. That would be the only way to win. So ultimately, I feel like that could be a cool match type. The third one will be a little harder to do because where do the pipes lead? I realize now that that's kind of stupid. And probably going to be like a big mess to clean up. But it would be a cool match type to use during SummerSlam. The steel cage in that match would be the old WWF steel cage. So the fans could see it. And it would hurt a little more because we want to make this as interesting as possible. The wires there just add a little dramatic. If you escape once, and that goes for all the cage. If you don't escape to the next one, you could lose at the very first cage. But whoever gets to the third one, your opponent could win be the way of drowning, which is where your opponent is stuck in the first one. If that is planned, of course, it won't go all the way. But it will be a very interesting match type, in my opinion. Or am I just crazy? I was thinking about this all week, what the rules were going to be and how it would work. Goodbye.